good, y'all? We are back with another video. This time we looking at Road Wars. Y'all know the people that be driving crazy on the highway. Let's get into it.
On a New York City interstate, a trucker's dash cam records as traffic slows to a crawl, and some drivers begin using the breakdown lane to try to get ahead.
Oh, that's just how we was in Florida when the hurricane was coming through. They gave people permission to ride on the side of the roads like that to get out of town.
When the trucker spots a white SUV attempting to do the same, he tries to block its way, to no avail. Despite the near miss, both vehicles press on. But once past police, the SUV driver appears to retaliate for the attempted block by what seems like brake checking and slowing the truck's progress. Not wanting to engage, the trucker moves into another lane. But the SUV driver refuses to let it go. No matter which way the truck goes, the SUV driver stays.
Now this is crazy. The dude in the white SUV is clearly at fault. But he driving in the wrong lane where you ain't supposed to be at, going over there. Cool. Another thing is, stop doing that to people. I'm talking about the dude now in the big truck. You see somebody coming by, bro, let them go. Just let them go. You know what I'm saying? They get caught, they get caught. They don't, they don't. Why are you letting that affect your day? Just let them go. Like them passing you or getting in front of you right then, or you know what I'm saying, whatever they doing, ain't got nothing to do with you doing what you gotta do. Let it go. Now because of that, now he mixed up and all this stuff. All he had to do is let the SUV go on by this day, do what he gonna do.
Is the course. The trucker then attempts to pass the car on the left. And that's when the SUV driver makes a very dangerous and very foolish decision.
Now the SUV at fault for crossing over in front of dude. I don't know how that goes and according to the law.
As the driver attempts to pull in front of the trucker once again, they cut it too close and are clipped by the truck.
But you also can see the SUV driver was the truck driver was about to hit the brakes and slow down. He was like, you know what? Nah, I forget that. I'm finna run into him.
Sending them spinning sideways and into the guardrail. The driver of the truck pulls over and waits for authorities to arrive. No word on the outcome, but the trucker has more than enough evidence to help his side of the story. As for the alleged brake checker, they do well to remember that road rage is always a bad idea, especially when raging at a vehicle much, much bigger than yours. When a driver brake checks, it's usually intended to send a message to the motorist following behind. And though it is a difficult charge to prove, all drivers should be aware that engaging in this act for any reason can put lives at risk.
There's a
motorcyclist camera records as he travels down the highway in Phoenix, Arizona, when suddenly
Cookie Run.
biker is caught unaware when he claims the SUV ahead slams on the brakes and then takes off.
I'm halfway alive.
A few good Samaritans jump into action to help get the biker and his motorcycle to safer ground.
He brake checked me bad. I couldn't stop in time. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Dude, good thing you have.
Though the biker's camera does help police track the SUV down, according to the biker, no driver is charged because it's not possible to prove who was driving at the time. As for the 22-year-old biker, he suffers 2 broken wrists and a bad case of road rash.
Ouch.
A harsh but powerful lesson for everyone involved. Always leave yourself plenty of room, just in case.
He brake checked me bad. I couldn't stop in time.
In Quarryville, Pennsylvania. It's a quiet night in Amish country. Or is it?
All I can hear is dun 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 dun. Dang, I'm thinking about 007. That Tokyo Drift. You know what I'm saying? Tokyo. Hey.
An Amish horse and buggy whips around a corner, producing sparks in its
DQ
wake
right there.
and barrels down the road. The
Ah,
driver of the
DK.
car with the dash cam eventually catches up to the man driving the buggy, who explains that his horse got spooked when a strap accidentally hit it in the behind. Which, while it might be the real story, isn't as fun as pretending that the buggy driver just likes to cut loose every now and then.
She's in a Explorer. It's a Ford Explorer. It's a sport track. It's silver.
Vanessa Gladio is recording from the driver's seat as her friend Delaney speaks with 911.
She's saying that she's a cop. She's knocking on our window saying she's a cop.
The woman who was at their window had just forced them to pull over after an earlier altercation on the road, thus beginning an encounter that haunts Vanessa to this day.
Delaney and I were driving to Reno to go see a friend, and all of a sudden in my rearview mirror, I see a silver pickup truck coming up behind me pretty fast. She sped up around to the passenger side of me. I could tell she was screaming at us, and my passenger, Delaney, flipped her the bird. So the lady obviously didn't appreciate that and forced me to pull over into the shoulder of the fast lane, and she got out of her vehicle and started approaching ours.
She's saying that she's a cop. She's knocking on our window saying she's a cop.
She was pointing at the badge, but we couldn't really decipher what it said. It didn't look like anything that had to do with law enforcement or anything like that.
Go ahead and go. Go.
As the woman walks back to her car, Vanessa and Delaney take off while continuing to communicate with 911.
We're right now gonna pass the
Smash that
exit and I'll
gas.
tell you
Get
what
on
it
out of
is.
there.
Delaney? Oh my God.
I don't know.
But moments later, the woman in the truck has caught up to them and pulled ahead, still trying to force them off the road.
She's telling you to pull over. You go.
I'm not pulling over for you.
Go past her.
I'm not pulling over.
Hey, God.
Dude, do all these cars see this, I hope?
Suddenly, the woman makes a dangerous move.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God. Go,
She
go,
just
go,
turning
go,
the
go.
highway?
As I tried to go around her in that moment, she completely made a U-turn across all 3 lanes to loop back around and come after me again.
Dude, I don't know what to do. I'm not.
Just drive. Just
I
keep
can't,
driving.
dude.
I know. Just keep driving as well as you can. You're fine. I promise.
Delaney calls 911 again.
Hi, we have a really bad emergency on Highway 80, and we're right now passing Dutch Flat Road.
Unfortunately, in the area that we were driving, the cell phone reception wasn't that great. So we would kind of connect with them, tell them what was happening, and then the call would be dropped, which kind of scared us even more because we felt really helpless.
And the situation is getting more dire by the second.
We have a vehicle that has been following us, telling us that she's a cop and keeps trying to tell us to pull over. And it's
Swerving in front of us.
yes, we're in the white Mazda. Yes, ma'am. And she's swerving us off the road. She keeps trying to hit us off the road.
I'm freaking
Drive
out.
faster. Get away.
Dude, she's gonna hit me.
Yes. She just hit our car. She just hit our car. She's pushing us off of the road. Yes, she's pushing us off the road. She's coming for us. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse, Vanessa. Put it in reverse.
She started to put her arms up in front of our car,
There you go. I mean,
kind of
like,
like this,
soon as she
and
get out the
we could
car,
tell she was mouthing, "You're
take
under
off."
arrest. You're under arrest."
If y'all
That's
not
when
gonna
I
fight her, you know what I'm
completely
saying? It's
lost
two of
it,
y'all.
and this
But
realized that this
if
lady
y'all
was
not
going to
gonna
go
fight her,
to
as
any
soon as she get
length
out
to
the
get
truck, take
us
off.
out of the vehicle.
Oh no, what to do?
They're telling us to exit. They're telling us to
I can't.
exit.
She's standing in front of me, dude.
We don't know what to do. Go. The CHP office is off of Dutch Flat. She's saying go straight to the CHP office.
Dude, she's so confusing. She's just in my car.
She hit us.
The exit is close by.
Go to your right as soon as you exit. Please make sure somebody's right there. She's crazy.
Right
please.
behind us. She's
Yes, take her right.
definitely following me.
There's an officer parked right here in the vehicle. Can he help us, please? Can he help us? Please. Go to the officer. Go to the officer. Go to the officer.
A sheriff's deputy is waiting for them at the gas station.
Okay, there's an officer right now with us.
We saw those lights and immediately felt, just a huge sigh of relief in a way. It wasn't over yet.
Can we get away from her and talk?
Don't worry.
Sorry, I'm scared.
That's okay.
She
thought
was
the lady was
right
following
on
them.
my tail the whole entire way off the off-ramp. She parked her truck right across the street from us and
Okay.
immediately got out of her vehicle and still tried to approach us.
But the officer intercepts her, and the woman is immediately taken into custody.
Turns out she had been released from jail that same morning for a previous hit and run a few days earlier.
The woman claims she felt Vanessa was driving erratically and was attempting to make a citizen's arrest. She pleads no contest to assault with a deadly weapon and making threats to commit a crime resulting in death. She is sentenced to 925 days in county jail and 5 years probation. There is minor damage to Vanessa's car, but nothing compared to the toll it takes on her emotionally.
She's coming for us. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
It was definitely the scariest moment I've ever had, even to this day. And
That's
definitely
crazy.
have learned our
She
lesson,
lucky. She
not
rolled up
to
on the right people. She
engage
would've rolled
with
up on the wrong
other
people.
drivers that may seem aggressive.
That would have went a totally different
but
way.
it's, I've never experienced anything like this, and I hope no one has to.
She just hit our car. She just hit our car. She's pushing us off of the road.
Willowbrook, Illinois. The man riding this motorcycle has just flipped off the driver of a Jeep after the biker claims they cut him off. Now, the driver of the Jeep is following him.
Kidding me?
And seems intent on expressing their anger. So the biker speeds off. But the Jeep is still following him. So he passes a truck on the shoulder of the road. And several more cars by dangerously weaving into the opposite lane. And yet still, the driver of the Jeep is on his tail
Oh my gosh.
and apparently looking to do some damage.
Oh!
The Jeep sideswipes the biker, sending him flying off the road and into a ditch, and separating his helmet cam from his helmet. The biker is able to get to his feet quickly. That's him in the checkered shirt. The driver in the Jeep takes off, but a couple of witnesses stop to check on the biker, who appears to be okay, but seems giddy. most likely due to shock.
Did you get that on video?
No, sorry.
Hold on. Oh, I just got. Hold on.
Wow, what's
Oh,
happening,
that's
bro?
hilarious. Thank you.
Police arrive a short while later.
Ain't no way.
I just got ran off the road by a person. You needed? No, I mean, I was running here.
Ain't no way.
The case is currently pending. But with the biker's helmet cam footage and statements from witnesses, hopefully the responsible party will be brought to justice.
Right. I'll put the helipad
Well,
over
it ain't
there.
a good thing
I'll
if you
put my
on a, especially on like
Olympic-sized swimming pool
like
over
a
there. The 5-bed
V-twin
mansion
or-
can go over.
You know what I'm saying? Something that ain't got a whole lot of horsepower. It ain't good to be flipping off people and cursing them out and kicking their cars or doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Knocking the mirrors off. But it's only a little bit of you on that motorcycle. It's a whole lot of them inside that car. You know what I'm saying? That they protected more than you are protected being out in the open. Nothing covering you like they are inside the car. Or Jeep or truck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Nah. It's definitely the Jeep's fault. But I will say this. I bet he won't do that no more on that motorcycle, flipping somebody off and cussing them out. He had to learn it the hard way, man. Sometimes you gotta just let it go.
There's drama on the streets of Huntington Beach, California, as a driver records a gray sedan swerving to the left after being cut off by an aggressive driver, seen here in front of the sedan. According to the man with the camera, the driver who cut the car off is angry about an earlier incident. And when traffic comes to a stop at a red light, the angry driver gets out of his car and becomes violent.
Hey, what are you doing, man? Don't do that.
As soon as the raging driver punches the window, he is instantly taken to task by two other motorists, outraged by his behavior.
Get back in your car. You just almost got me in an accident. You're road rage. I'm calling the cops. I filmed your ass. Ow. Get in your car. He's
Put all of our lives in jeopardy?
No problem, guys.
Proof positive that engaging in road rage behavior can result in negative effects for everyone, especially the rager.
almost got me in an accident with your road rage.
Yeah, the old time dude shouldn't have pushed him, but
He's
old guy ain't want no problems, man. Just mad at the
There are a
females,
number
man.
of
He ain't
reasons
jump at them.
why a tractor trailer
dudes.
might get stuck at a train crossing. Raised tracks can ground the truck midway through. The engine could stall when shifting gears, or because the trailers can be so long and the acceleration is slow,
No way.
it could simply be a poorly timed
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah.
crossing by an impatient driver. But whatever the cause, the results are terrifying. In
What do you
Del
thought
Rio,
was gonna
Texas, an 18-wheeler is stuck at a crossing
Oh my God. Speed.
What do you thought was gonna happen?
Stop!
with the driver
Oh my God.
still inside
Oh my God.
and a freight
Man, if you
train
don't get out that truck.
unable to stop.
Damn it! Oh my God. Oh!
The speeding train slams directly into the trucker's cab.
Oh my God.
ripping it from the rest of the truck. According to eyewitnesses, the driver manages to climb out of his wrecked cab after the impact and is immediately rushed to the hospital. Despite an investigation, it remains unclear how the truck became stuck on the tracks.
Stop!
Trying to go
A
over
helmet
the
cam
railroad
records the
tracks.
route of a motorcyclist
high point.
on the roads of London, England,
Get stuck.
when suddenly a driver exiting a gas
Just
station
roll right out.
cuts him off.
Don't even care.
But that's not the story here. The story is the rude driver's wallet, which flies off the roof of the car as it speeds away. Despite the close call, the motorcyclist takes the high road and decides to return the wallet. But when he tries to get the driver's attention, the driver misinterprets the
Pull
situation
up next to him.
badly and gives him the finger. Then the motorcyclist shows him his wallet.
Thank you so much, bro.
Too
I took
little,
off.
too late. The lost wallet is returned with emphasis. And when the motorcyclist notices that the absent-minded driver also left his phone on the roof of the
I took
car,
off, dropped the wallet.
he decides to
somewhere
use the
up road.
opportunity as a teaching moment.
Okay, well, never mind. I guess that works too. Boy, if that's what you get was a person.
The lesson? Never flip off a stranger on the road, especially when that stranger is in possession of your valuables.
Not only that, but dog, you cut him off. You cut him off and you flipped him off. You cut him off, but he tries to come up next to you and you give him the bird. All right, let's find something else y'all to watch. Let's find something else. All right, so this one is more crazier than the last one. Like, bruh. Look at that. Ooh. Boy, that barricade wasn't up there.
In Mexico, according to the driver with the dash cam,
Could've been GG's.
this semi-truck has been driving erratically.
No te pases de lanza.
And he might be asleep.
And appears intent on blocking all motorists from passing. Leaving vehicles on either side at the trucker's mercy.
Ahí va. Mira, está tapando otra vez. Bloqueando, mira.
But just moments later,
Well, maybe not.
Oh, ahí va, otro trailer.
an even larger semi has had enough. Which is when it becomes abundantly clear that for the trucker who's been driving erratically,
Yeah.
size means nothing.
So get your behind over there, nigga.
Fearing a catastrophic accident, the bigger truck wisely backs off. But the close call doesn't stop another smaller vehicle from trying the same thing on the opposite side.
Yeah, that horsepower.
Qué bueno, Qué bueno.
Ah, you idiot. Ah.
But this time, the catastrophe is not avoided.
Ah, he called him an idiot too.
The semi swerves across 2 lanes of traffic
I think
far
you
too
realize you got a
quickly
big old
for a truck of its size.
trailer right behind you. 80,000 pounds.
A close call and powerful lesson. When dealing with an erratic driver, especially one in a much larger vehicle, call the authorities and back off. A terrifying situation is unfolding in a California parking lot. According to police reports, this woman was allegedly pulled from her car by someone trying to steal her purse. And now the alleged thief is in the woman's vehicle, attempting to flee. Onlookers immediately jump in to stop the driver, but it's far too dangerous.
Get out of the car!
Dang.
And the bizarre escape attempt is only
Hey!
getting even more out of control.
Hey. That fool said forget all y'all calls.
What the?
The vehicle now apparently inoperable.
Grab her!
The driver makes a break for it,
Really?
Grab her!
but doesn't get far.
Oh my gosh. Where she thought she was going at?
911! What is the matter with you? Do you understand?
Do you know how many people you almost just killed?
Hurry up!
Authorities arrive on the scene soon after. The alleged carjacker is arrested
Ruined my weekend.
and treated at a nearby hospital. She faces charges of vandalism, carjacking, and assault with a deadly weapon. The 75-year-old woman whose car was allegedly stolen stays with a Good Samaritan bystander until help arrives. She is also treated for minor injuries. The woman's vehicle and at least 5 others in the parking lot sustained substantial damage. It turns out the car's anti-theft lock was on the steering wheel, preventing the suspect from being able to steer.
I mean, I don't know how she thought she was gonna steal the car. It has a thing on the wheel. You can't even move it. That's why she was crashing like that.
Although the property damage is devastating, fortunately for everyone in the parking lot that day, they escaped with their lives.
Yo, that's crazy. What? The anti-lock thing on the steering wheel should have been the first thing that you saw when trying to get in the car. Where you gonna go at? Even if you would have got away from the parking lot, where else would you be able to turn?
On a highway in
Now,
Minnesota,
this the crazy one.
a
This is
traffic
cra-
cam
this is
records
crazy.
as vehicles move along
That
smoothly.
barricade right there, if that thing
When
wasn't right
suddenly,
there. Oh, okay, the fire
a
went
white
away.
sedan traveling
What?
at a high speed overshoots the on-ramp, barreling straight into a box truck, which then careens into a concrete wall and bursts into flames.
Luckily, them flames went away.
As what appears to
Oh,
be the
no, it
truck's
came
fuel
back.
spreads out around it.
Get out!
The
Get out!
driver's
Get
side
out!
door opens, but the thick smoke and growing inferno just outside force the driver to retreat back into his cabin.
Passenger door.
Then,
Passenger.
finally,
Yes, sir. Good job.
the driver emerges from the passenger side,
Run!
possibly in shock. He lingers dangerously close to the
Oh,
explosive
look at that
situation
smoke. Get
until
away
a
from it.
quick-thinking Samaritan hurries in and convinces him to move to safer ground.
Exactly. Move.
A short
the hell?
time later, police arrive and tend to the driver who caused the accident. According to reports, her blood alcohol content is 4 times.
What's crazy is nobody's even over there at the truck to go, or except for that one guy. But none of the police right there went over to see if anybody was in the burning truck. You know what I'm saying? I get, like, there's a lot of flames, but they didn't even attempt to go and see if it was some type of something that they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like how the passenger side don't have the flames at the door. If they would have been able to check or get kind of close to it. You know what I'm saying? Or drive through the smoke. You know there ain't no more cars in front of it. Well, they wouldn't know that, but there's no more cars in front of it. Drive through the smoke, come around on the front side of the truck, not too close, to see if there's anything, you know what I'm saying, you can do. Somebody might have been trapped inside of there.
The legal limit, and she's rushed to the hospital. Firefighters eventually managed to put out the fire, but the truck is destroyed.
Firefighters got there, but they got there later. They still don't know if
The driver is
anybody
later
was in there.
convicted of third-degree driving while impaired.
Yeah, she looked drunk on her picture.
Fortunately, neither driver sustains life-threatening injuries.
Yeah, boy, that barricade
A
wasn't right
senseless
there.
and terrifying situation
Oh my god.
that had the truck driver not been able to remove himself from the flames could have ended much, much worse. On a California highway, a good reminder that an erratic driver is by definition unpredictable,
Up there.
and as such, should be approached with great caution. A security camera records as a sports car, which according to witnesses, has allegedly been driving erratically, rear ends an SUV. Seconds later, two truck drivers, one of whom reportedly claims to have seen the sports car run a red light before this crash even occurred, try to box the driver in.
This guy.
As the driver of the rear-ended SUV approaches the sports car, the driver of the white box truck begins recording with his phone.
He's been driving erratically since victory.
Lock him in. Lock him in.
I get back in your car, man. He's gonna hit you. Hey, come back, dude.
Someone call 911.
Oh,
But the sports car driver apparently
He ain't
has no
pushing that
intention
truck,
of
though.
sticking around.
oh, not the Porsche. What?
Get in the car! Back away!
Yo.
Get away! Move!
He's still trying to go.
It's okay, ma'am. Back up!
Fortunately, despite his best efforts,
Oh yeah, he locked on. He locked on to the other car.
the driver's demolition derby has apparently knocked his vehicle out of commission, finally putting an end to the destruction.
I don't think he can go anywhere, but he's trying. I would just go past him.
A short time later, the 22-year-old driver is arrested. According to court records, he's convicted of reckless driving and misdemeanor hit and run, most likely for the multiple times he rammed his car into other vehicles. Although it remains unclear what sparked the man's violent rampage,
Right.
at least it ended with no one being seriously injured or worse. Police officers attempt to get the attention of a driver who appears to be ignoring the sirens, and perhaps more importantly, the shower of sparks coming from the minivan's apparent flat tire. The driver finally turns off the road and comes to a stop in front of a church. And after moving a safe distance away, officers pull the driver to safety nick of time.
Oh, talk about like
According
right
to news
on
reports,
time.
the minivan's 84-year-old driver, who suffers minor burns, claims that after hearing his tire blow out, he hoped to make it home, which is only a short distance away. But clearly, not close enough.
I've never seen that before. The tire blowout and
In
then
California,
the sparks
according to Regina Jones, the woman who's
make
filming,
the back end
the
of
car
the car
ahead
catch on
has
fire.
been causing some concern.
I'm in the car with my husband and my daughter, and we see this car in front of us driving erratically. My husband said, hey, start recording this because we could feel that something was gonna happen.
And just moments later, it turns out their intuition is spot on.
They're going through. Go ahead and bam.
Ooh. It didn't even look like that car was going that fast.
Yes, already.
Get out and help him.
Told you already.
Come on, you gotta get out and help him. Call 911. Call 911. Call 911.
The car slams into the wall of the tunnel, flipping end over end.
Everything just went like blank for a minute.
Jeez.
The crashed car now lies on its side. And Regina's family doesn't know how many people are inside
Go help him, babe.
or what condition they're in. So Regina's husband goes in for a closer look. And when he returns moments later,
They're alive.
You hear him?
Alive. Yeah, he's screaming.
You guys should try and push the car over and get him out. He's trying to get out.
Right away, we hear this guy. He's trying to push his way out of the top of the car.
which prompts Regina and her family and other Good Samaritans to do whatever they can to free the man. The driver is finally pulled out of the wreck through the windshield.
We got him out. They got him out.
Others attempt to free the passenger, who Regina believes is the driver's father, from the rear of the vehicle.
They can't get the dad out. The dad is still in there. Come on.
A short while later, authorities arrive to take it from there. And according to Regina, they're able to get both occupants of the car to the hospital.
Terrible.
According to the case summary, the driver is ultimately convicted of driving under the influence.
Go ahead and bail.
He is sentenced to 3 years of probation
y'all,
and 3 months
please
of
stop
alcohol
drinking
and
and
other
driving.
drug education and counseling. And though a harrowing example of how impaired driving has tremendous repercussions, not just for the driver, but everyone in the vicinity,
That's wild.
They can't get the dad out. The dad is still in there.
Regina tries to remain focused on the silver lining.
So many people just came together to just try and help this guy get out of his car. I cry a tear because I just thank God that they were okay.
That was
In Indiana, a driver's dash cam records his commute when a pickup truck's move in front of him seems to annoy him. But the pickup's driver appears to signal their lane change as they
Yeah.
approach a construction
Let the man
zone
over.
ahead, seeming to attempt a zipper merge, where when faced
Let
with
the
a lane
man over.
closing during traffic congestion, cars merge zipper-like into a single lane at the closure point, which is, according to studies, the most efficient approach. And also, formally recommended by the Indiana Department of Transportation. But the driver with the dash cam may be unaware of that fact. And since the pickup is a company vehicle, with a phone number listed on it. A short distance ahead, the driver with the dash cam decides to voice his displeasure by calling. But what he doesn't know
Hello.
is that the man he's speaking with is the driver of the white pickup truck.
Hi. One of your drivers just ran me off the road.
Yeah, that would actually be me. That just did. I did not run you off the road.
Did.
There was cones in the way.
Yes.
And you knew that they were there.
You knew they
and
were
you
there.
pulled up beside me so I couldn't get over.
Well, you shouldn't have gotten in that lane. You should have looked at the signs that say, hey, look, the road's closing. You need to stay in this lane. You got out of your lane.
Okay, but you
I
also
was
have to give
in
room,
my
my friend.
I was in my lane. You could have hit the brakes.
You
and
have
got
to give
behind me.
room, my friend.
You had plenty of room.
Law. When you have a road that lane that
When
changes,
someone is already
it runs
in
back
the proper
over.
lane.
It is the law.
When someone is already in the
Know
proper
your
lane.
law.
I know my law.
And that's when the sparring
I will find
No,
your
you
business.
don't. Don't
I
ask
will find your business.
comes to a head. As the two men argue, the driver of the pickup applies the brakes. And the driver with the dash cam can't stop in time.
That is recorded, my friend. So, what we're gonna do now is call 911, and
This
they
is a man
will
talking?
deal with it. So, yeah.
My lord, dude. You are ridiculous.
Police arrive to take statements from both drivers. And according to the crash report, they review the dash cam footage and determine the driver of the truck attempted to brake check the driver with the dash cam. Which, in an ironic twist, happens to be an illegal action in Indiana. But regardless, hopefully a lesson learned for both drivers. Legality aside, courtesy on the road benefits everyone. And debating the finer points of that.
One of your...
Yeah, I get the brake check thing. Yeah, the dude in the truck told he had fault for that. But bro also at fault for not even letting them over. Especially if it's the road closure right there. Just let them go, man. Just let it go.
Drivers just ran me off the road.
Is best left
Know your law.
off the road.
My lord, dude.
Now, listen to me for a second. If y'all ever in this situation, if you're the person trying to block somebody, listen, just let it go. Like 9 times out of 10 times, you don't even know that person. Once 5 minutes or 10, 15 minutes don't went by, you'd have been done forgot about it. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Let the people go by, man. God dang. And for the people that's going by, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Sometimes you want to go by. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're on a motorcycle, you just want to go and get gone. I know that feeling all too well. But at the same time, if you doing wrong and you get caught doing wrong, if ain't nothing else occurring right now, let it go, bro. You wasn't even supposed to be over there in the first place. Just go on about your business. Like the dude in the white truck, he ain't have to slam on the brake. He could have just argued with him on the phone and that would have been it. Go on about your day. A couple days from now, y'all don't even, it's a whole new situation that came up. Let it go.
Siri, call 911.
A couple in a sedan spot a similar model car moving at a dangerously slow speed.
You've reached 911 emergency for the city of Los Angeles. Do not hang up. Your call will be answered by the next available operator.
While waiting to connect with authorities, They speed up to see what's going on with the driver. She appears unconscious and may be suffering a medical emergency. With no response yet from 911, the driver makes a risky move, hoping that the white sedan, like their own vehicle, has an automatic safety feature that will cause it to decelerate if too close to another vehicle. The driver pulls in front of it and slows down until finally.
Okay, it stopped.
Good job.
According to the person filming, the woman driving the white sedan eventually regains consciousness. But before authorities can arrive on the scene, she drives away. Nevertheless, thanks to her car's high tech, and especially another driver's quick thinking, a much more serious crisis is avoided.
Okay, it stopped.
Not only that, but the car stayed. You know, Teslas drive by themselves anyway. It stayed in the lane. So that was another good thing, because if she would have just been unconscious in a regular car, ain't no telling what would have happened, right? Either unconscious or asleep, one of them. Ain't no telling what would have happened. But as you can see, she already hit something, but we don't know if that was related to this. She could have just hit something and didn't have insurance at the time and can't fix the car or something. We don't know. But appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all want me to do some more of these crazy moments of road wars? Let me know down in the comments. Till next time.